Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, Sean Manaea collected win number 3 this year as Oakland took down the Mariners 3-2. The Angels brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-2. The Rangers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 2-1. The New York Yankees held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-3. The Royals totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Tigers 9-2. The Chicago White Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 3-1. Trey Turner grabbed 3 base knocks, leading the Nationals to a win over the Buccos 3-1. He currently has the most
Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of 3 between the Baltimore Orioles and the Oakland A's. A's baseball starts right now. Daniel Mengden gets the ball for Oakland in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Left fielder, Trey Mancini.
First delivery to him on the way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently. But let's not focus on that. They're 1-0. Last game they were able to get a W. Let's see if they continue that momentum today and start playing some consistent baseball.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. So 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Kenna giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
Striding forward now is the DH. Danny Valencia looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Foul is there, 2 gone.
Batting third, shortstop, Manny Machado.
Ready now for Baltimore, Manny Machado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Bullet back up the middle. Foul is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Andrew Kashner will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Baxter into his motion. First pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in a new series right now with a chance to redeem themselves.
So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Coming to the plate now, Lowe Garcia. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. Not close. It's 2-0. Kashner, or just Cash for short, he was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
Again, another foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
Matt Olson will be next. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
At the plate, Matt Olson. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Chris Davis now. He went deep in the contest last night. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to third. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. A's have to settle for just the 1. We'll move to the second inning here. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Jonathan Scope.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And he takes ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Scope gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing hard liner to left center, and Jones is going to have himself a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Pedro Alvarez. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Gone!
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Mengden, a 25-year-old. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
3 runs already home here. Hey. 2 balls and a strike. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Full count now, 3-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Tim Beckham comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Garcia on the move. 2 down.
Batting 9th, catcher, Chance Cisco.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. First pitch on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. 2 out, nobody on. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Swung on, missed. 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chance Cisco. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Cisco is off of first with 2 away. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. A swing and a ground ball to third. The throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Now everybody's going to be safe.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Machado now on 0-1. Turned on down the line. Looking to leave him loaded. Hit hard to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. 1 run scores. The run scores from second make it 5-1.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Looking at his career totals, Sco has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Hit hard back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He's set and the pitch. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Powell is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run.
Leading off for the game, right fielder, Mark.
Here's the first pitch to him. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Batting ninth, The shortstop, Marcus.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1. Taken, strike two.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
He'll try again, 1-2. Ball two. Caratini, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Cesar Hernandez waits on deck. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center.
Hernandez.
In now, Cesar Hernandez, as it's on the ground toward the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit. Now it's cut off, a throw to the plate, the tag, and he is out.
The batter, left fielder, Lowe Garcia.
Digging in to try it again, Lowe Garcia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. This year against right-handed pitching, Garcia is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike two.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. And this one gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 3-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado has it. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. Alvarez, he went deep in his first at bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Line to the right side. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Howell's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Third baseman, number 1.
In now for the O's, Tim Beckham. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Missed with a slider. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Chance Sisco would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They lead it 6-2. Into the box now, Matt Olson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Chris Davis now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And that's the second out.
Center fielder, number 3.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mancini sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go. Now at the plate, Chance Sisco as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he takes a called strike one.
Look out, 1-1.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
How about it?
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one. On to first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box, Danny Valencia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner, but it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4. Here's Manny Machado now. Man at first after the 2-out walk.
Manny Machado.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Valencia leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. Chapman over to his right. And that's the 3rd out. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one. Leading off the inning, Mark Canha, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder.
First pitch on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Canha playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away. Now batting, Victor Caratini. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard toward the right side. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien. And that misses, ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Nope. And that one stayed too low apparently. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. The second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
The left fielder, number 29, Lowe.
Stepping into the box, Lowe Garcia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. The 2-2 one more time is looked at and the count moves full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Well, the A's put up a 3 spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. We're through 4. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Schoop. He'll stand in to lead things off for the Orioles. Adam Jones set to follow. Emilio Pagan, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Pagan, a native of South Carolina. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now at the plate, Pedro Alvarez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Into the concrete staircases and gone. Anthony Santander the next to bat. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. To short, hit hard. Oh, look at Simeon. He gathers the throw. Not in time. Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Tim Beckham. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ball and a strike. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. Bottom of the fifth. Mike Wright, the right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Here's Chris Davis now. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Sliders in for a strike. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Here now the 2-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Center fielder, number 3, Boog Powell.
Standing in, Boog Powell. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is under it. 2 gone. Riding in once again, Mark Hanna. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 delivery. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Mancini waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They're down 7-5. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. Garcia has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Very weakly on the ground. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's Manny Machado now. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. Where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble, and it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
1-0 the count. Swing and a miss. 1-1. High pop-up. Olsen has a play. And that's the third out. So digging in now, Marcus Semien. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Skied down the left field line. Mancini is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Digging in, Lowe Garcia. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out. Pedro Alvarez will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game. As we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Daniel Kalu is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 35, Daniel Kalu.
He's set. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in once again, Anthony Santander. First pitch on its way. Soft liner to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
There's a swinging bunt up the line. Chapman's got it, and indeed he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Trey Mancini. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch coming, here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Alvarez on 3rd, Santander on at 2nd with 2 down. Missed with a slider. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Orioles strand a couple as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Jones going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Up next for Oakland.
At the plate, Matt Olson. No thump out of him in this game so far as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Chris Davis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Ready for another shot now. Danny Valencia. He singled his last time up.
Designated hitter, Danny Valencia.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Now here it comes. Back to him, and that's off his leg. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Up next for the Orioles.
Ready once again, Manny Machado. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Valencia on at first, nobody out. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Taken in by Simeon. Throw won't get him. And there's out number 2.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. No balls and 1 strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And here's a ball hit in the air.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
A ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Just got a piece up the line. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is. Brad Brock is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 35.
At the plate, Mark Canha. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. First pitch on its way. Way out in front.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Splitter taken here, 2-1. The 2-1. Lofted in the air out to right field. Santander waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Brock uses a split-fingered fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working, and I'd imagine as a hitter it's always in the back of your mind. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Jones. He makes the running play. 2 down. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Machado into shallow center. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland. So stepping in, Pedro Alvarez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Up next for the Orioles.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. It was a single for him in his last at bat.
Man, talk about having a good game. Like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
The 0-2 home. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
So he sets him down swinging. Anthony Santander becomes the first out of the inning. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Donnie Hart, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
For the Athletics. Second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hernandez.
Little flare out to left. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely. Riding. Lowe Garcia. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. They've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Hernandez at third. Piscotty is at second with nobody out. Line towards center field. Catch by Jones. Here comes the runner for the plate. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Oakland. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. Baltimore took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Wright claims the win out of the pen, his first. Daniel Mengden was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Michael Givens records the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at